Hi loves, welcome or welcome back to my channel. Today I would like actually to make a special type of candle, which is a rolling candle, and I'm gonna do it with a mugwort, I guess that's what we call it, with this specific mugwort. Yeah, mugwort herb. So I'll do it with that. And yeah, usually those type of candles I would use in terms of banishing negativity out of my house. Of course you can burn sage, but this type of candle is just more handy, only because this mugwort doesn't burn that like it doesn't kind of burn by itself, so you need to add it to somewhere so it will light it up later. Okie dokie. I also will probably use a fir. Yeah, a fir, only because in some cultures, fir is referring to death by itself. So it's really good in cleansing your house for something which is like evil or death related too. Mine I got actually from my fir tree. It smells actually really nice. I love it. So basically the one which I had before, during the Christmas time, I do prefer to buy a live tree. I don't like all these artificial trees. So since it's already, like Christmassy and it has kind of the special meaning, it's really nice that you can store it for yourself for the whole year, so you can use later in like your own herbs and candle making too. So definitely you might consider doing it each year. And also all the herbs, they are worth, like the magical properties, they are really worth for a year only. They're not gonna last you for too long. So it's nice to have a habit, especially I definitely, since I'm into feng shui and vastu, I would recommend you to stay away from everything which is not natural. Especially you cannot keep artificial flowers in your house, since they drain energy out of you. So that's why during the Christmas time I'm always buying the fir tree. They actually, like, it's $69 usually. Sometimes you can get them cheaper, sometimes you can get them higher. It depends like when you're gonna buy them during the Christmas time. But I would say that in Home Depot it's not a problem. And also, as I mentioned, you can use them later on in your spiritual practices, which involves herbs. What I wanted to tell you, or sometimes you can, like for those doors, you can place on the door a specific, like, I don't know how you say it, it's a decoration, but it's consists of the fir tree and some pines too. You can use them too, since it's like, if you can buy them in Trader Joe's whenever it's alive specifically, you can definitely consider buying them and using them later on as well. As soon as the new year will pass and you'll decide to throw them, just cut them. I'll make a separate video how you just like cut them and store. Also, for the fir tree, you can use the actual stem, I guess that's how you call it. Yeah, you can use it for making the runes if you are really skillful and you have nothing to do. I guess if you have time is precious. If you don't want to buy the separate runes, like those one pre-made, you can definitely do it too. Okay, so the fur will help me to clear my space and house while burning in the candle from everything which is like dead-wise. If for some reason I have it, well, God forbid, but still, it's better to be sure. So I got this one. I'll get my mugwort in a second. I actually wanted to check how it's gonna be like grinded with the mortar and pestle, since I kind of need to use it as finely as possible. In the rolling type of candle, you don't really like need to have like really well grinded pieces. It's nice to have them for the even distribution, but overall they're gonna burn, so it's more like a herbal candle. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna add my mugwort, and here I would say the more the better. Oh, you see, like you have all these like wood pieces too, and it's fine too, since this candle is not a rolling like it's a rolling candle, but it's not the one which we use with the, oh sorry for shaking, the one which we use for, oh, this like the small particles of the mugwort in the air, and it got into my like, you know, it's like a dust, it got into my mouth. It's like so bitter. So overall, let's see how it's gonna grind up. I love that my camera is on the separate tripod, so right now everything is like shaking on my table, but you cannot see it. It's fine. Oh, that will be something interesting up here with this candle. No, it didn't like grind it very fine, but you know, we tried. Okay, so I'll be back with my wax in a second. So actually I forgot, better before you're gonna pour the wax to place all your herbs on the surface. And you need to prepare your knife. Just knife will work better to collect all the herbs together later on, and better to use, as I mentioned in my previous videos, if you're working with magic, better to use separate knife for all those purposes. Actually, I'm gonna use everything here, that's fine. It will be like a really herby candle. So as you can see, here is my wax. I just melted it down, and you simply pour it over your herbs, so it's gonna soak it up. And it's better, by the way, to use a marble, the one which I have, only because it's kind of cools down the wax right away. And then like you see my knife, it's not so pretty, so sorry for that. It's actually got from IKEA, and it's already bent over, so I need to get definitely a new one. Oh, it's like preparing to, it's getting like stuck. So you start to work with wax and herbs together. Since you see it's kind of already getting to the point that it's fully I need to make like a special paste. Sorry for that, I'm so busy with trying to scrape it over, since you know marble was cold, and now you pour over the wax, so it's right away getting cold. So what you're aiming for is this specific type of paste. It's actually not so cold so far. Yeah, so this type of paste which will hold all the herbs together, and that's what you're aiming for. Perfect. So while it's still kind of cooling, we need a wick. Okay, I couldn't find my actual wick, but this will make the trick. I'm just gonna cut off the stem out of here, and we're gonna use it. It's actually even better because it's a, how you call it, it's natural, of course. Remember, we use only natural materials when we're doing candles, and that's why I call this type of candle rolling candle, since it's, you're basically rolling it while you're making it. And it has lots of herbs in it. So by the way, the wax wise, Yeah, let's talk about Vex. The one which you have, it has this kind of funky color, and it's only because I used a leftovers from my other beeswaxes, and that's why they had, like, you know, these wax sheets which I made other candles. They have different colors, and like I decided not to waste them, and that's how you can see this very interesting, kind of close to how you call it, kind of close to orangey slash pinkish color, because it was just literally the mix of all the colors which I had before, and I just melted them down to one wax by itself. Okay, so it's kind of look good. It has all the herbs which I needed incorporated, and the only thing which I think would be better is to a little melt it down, just to make sure that everything, well, it's already kind of well combined. You cannot say it's badly, it just doesn't look so pretty, but it will do whatever I intended to do. Okay, you can also try to place it here. So in my videos about in my like full video about candles, I was talking about witch candle, and this is not a witch candle. It kind of has the same technology of creating, but it's far not witch candle. Witch candle will have more herbs. This candle is kind of easy on herbs, let's put it this way, but as you can see, it's all unified, and as I mentioned before, I'm gonna use it in my cleansing practices. Perfect. Of course, everything is your intention, so while like I'm making already with my intention to cleanse my space with it, and it's considered as program candle because you place your intention in it, and also you place specific herbs, so it has a program. And what you can do, I will place a rune on it, just to amplify the effect, and I will use a Quert rune. Is the one which people used for the fire, you know, when they were placing the dead people on the flame and sending them to the another world. That's what kind of fire represents this rune. It's not a major Futhark, it's I believe the younger Futhark rune, and it should, my intention while I'm carving this rune is to clean my space, and whoever is in my space who's not supposed to be there, I kind of make this fire to, you know, let them go to the place where they should go. That's my intention. And also runes before, they were cut. I don't know why the last rune just simply wants to get like a lot of cutting, I guess. Yeah, so runes before, they were not written. The way how they were created, they were made in order to be cut. That's what people say. Whoever doesn't know the runes, please don't cut them. And that's what I advise you as well. If you do not know runes by itself, if you just saw my video without even making your research, please do not use runes. You can write down your intention in normal English, it will work too. But the runes wise, they are kind of specific. So I'm just showing you the way how I will do it. but please, once again, make your own research, only because each single thing has its own egregore, and a runic egregore doesn't like people to, like, the one who doesn't know what they're doing, basically. And if you didn't make your homework rune-wise, and you just decide to use them as a magic tool, I would strongly advise you to reconsider. Okay, my candle is done. I'll put this knife away. Let me just write down how this rune is supposed to look like. So for you to be 1 second more aware, this rune Kvört looks like this. Ideally, if I would like try to be nicer, this is the correct way of writing it down. And it's, as I mentioned, considered to be a flame for the lost souls. And since I'm cleaning my house and I know what type of things are here, I'm just trying to, you know, banish all the negativity. I decided to make a candle which will cleanse everything. So yep, this is it. Thank you for joining me today. Hope this was useful. As always, please never leave your candle unattended, especially the one which has lots of herbs. It will sparkle, ignite, and like throw the flames all over. So you always want to have a nice burner or a nice place where it's like holds. I even have the special burning vessel which I pour some sand, and I can leave it there because it has like wide space, so it will catch all the flames and fires and sparks. But for you specifically, if you are a new one to candles, I would definitely recommend you to stay with your candle and do not leave it by itself. You can use prayers afterwards while you're burning. It's gonna just amplify the whole candle work. And what I wanted to tell you as well, yes, please always fire safety. This is a fire hazard candle because it has lots of herbs. It will do the work, it will do the trick, but you need to be with it. The fire is not tamed element, it's really dangerous. So yes. And what I wanted to tell you, I think, yes, this is it. Oh, and the material always needs to be natural, remember. So you need to have 100% pure wax, 100%, I mean, like pure herbs. The herbs usually needs to be like a year. If it's more than a year, you can throw them out, they're not gonna work. And wick should be 100% natural too. Okay, this is it, loves. Thank you, bye.